So last week on Tsamba kuMwana Wangu, we spoke about the guilt that often comes with growth. And we were talking about how you would feel guilty for doing things, but those things would be necessary as a part of your growth. Today, I want us to talk about something many people quietly struggle with. I have struggled with this, and I'd like to believe that you might also have walked in these shoes. This is the war of self-trust. So life has always found a way of making us doubt ourselves. A failed relationship can make you question your judgment. A business loss can make you question your decisions. A betrayal even can make you question your ability to read people. These are things that happen in our lives, and they get us to question ourselves, to question our judgment, and not to trust who we are anymore. Bit by bit, before long, you don't trust yourself anymore. You stop trusting yourself. Before long, you cannot make an opinion on your own. Before long, it's very difficult for you to make a decision. You start to seek everyone's approval and everyone's opinion before you make your own. And sometimes you never even get to make your own. You only seek everyone else's approval and everyone else's opinion, and you sideline your own. Everything that you try to do for yourself, be it a decision or anything, you second guess if it's coming from your own mind, if it's coming from within you. Let me ask you, are you that kind of person who overthinks every opportunity? Opportunities come your way, but before you can make a decision on that, you overthink through the opportunity. Now, you need to hear this if you think you're relating to this, if you think you're this kind of person. Not every mistake in your life means that you're not capable. It's not every mistake that you make in life that makes you an invalidated person. Sometimes it simply means, and most times, it simply means you are a human being. The people we admire today, most of the people that we consider role models, were not built by always getting it right. They were built by learning from what went wrong. And you can also learn to build from your mistakes. Do not let your mistakes make you doubt yourself. The greatest war that you might be fighting right now is doubting who you are. So this morning, I want you to stop old failures to prove themselves as evidence against yourself. They are lessons, not evidence against what you can do. Start trusting and listening to your inner voice. There is a statement and a sentence that I use to say, follow the river and you reach the sea. Follow your heart and you reach your destiny. Believe in your heart. Trust the wisdom you gained from your battles. Trust the healing you have worked hard for. Trust the growth that has brought you this far. And most importantly, trust that you can handle whatever will come after that. Because every decision that we make will come with a consequence. Trust yourself to say, I can handle whatever will come after the decision I have made. Because you see, healing is not only about recovering from the past. Healing is also about finding faith in yourself again, believing in yourself again. And this is what I hope for all of us to be able to do. I hope that you be able to find yourself again. I hope that you be able to find your foot again. You see, after going through things, after going through battles, after a few falls, you start to think that is where you're supposed to be. You start to regard yourself maybe as a failure. You start to regard yourself as someone who cannot. You start to think everyone else can be able to do it. Everyone else can lead your life, but you don't believe that you can lead your own life. Last week, we gave an example, and I'd like to use that example again on today's episode. We give the example of someone who had been fasting for some while, maybe the whole day or maybe a couple of days. And to say that the moment that someone wants to eat again, after breaking their fast, they somewhat kind of feel a certain guilt as if they were not supposed to eat. It's your mind just having gotten used to the old fashion. So sometimes when your mind gets used to the idea of you failing here and there, you might start to think maybe you're not supposed to win at all. When you've made a couple of decisions and they have come with consequences that you are not ready to face, you start to doubt that you can make a solid decision that can catapult things into the right direction in your life. But I want to tell you, simply because you made a decision and you failed does not mean your decisions are invalid. Simply because you're walking the journey and you fail at some time doesn't mean you shouldn't walk. Think of a child. The best way a child will learn to walk is by tripling and falling every now and again. Eventually, they will be able to walk without falling. The same as you in this journey of life, as you are seeking your healing from whatever you went through, the difficult things that you fought in this life. As you head towards your healing, understand that every now and again you might fall because you're learning to walk again. But that does not mean you should doubt yourself. Have faith in the person that you are. Have faith in your abilities. Have faith in your greatness. Have faith that you can do it. You can make sound decisions that will improve your life. You can take a course in your life that will channel your life in the right direction. Start believing that you can, because you can. Believe in yourself again. Let's fight and win against this war of self-doubt. This has been today's edition of Tsamba kuMwana Wangu as we try to fight a war against self-doubt. It is a war against the war. Hondo ya kurwisa hondo yangu on Tsamba kuMwana Wangu. Good morning.